Have you ever wondered why your less experienced colleague just landed that promotion while you're still stuck in the same role? Does it feel unfair? Like, what are they doing that you're not? You've been in the industry longer, you know the job inside out, and yet somehow they leapfrog over you. What's going on? If you're nodding your head right now, then stick around because today I'm breaking down exactly why this happens and how you can turn things around. Have you ever thought, what am I missing? Is it something I'm doing wrong? Or is the system just rigged? If these questions keep coming up, this video is going to give you some clarity. Let's dive into the real scenarios why less experienced colleagues get promoted over more seasoned professionals. And trust me, it's not what you think. You see, promotions don't just fall into people's laps because they have been around the longest or because they have mastered every technical skill. There's an entirely different game being played behind the scenes. And if you don't know the rules, it can feel like you're being left behind, right? But today we are going to uncover those rules, and I'm going to share 3 powerful strategies that will not only help you understand why this happens, but how you can put yourself in the fast lane for the next promotion. Are you ready? Alright, let's get into the first one. Visibility beats seniority. Here's the deal. You might be the hardest worker in your team, crushing every task you're given, but if people, especially decision makers, don't know what you're doing, it's not going to move the needle for your career. So let me ask you this. How visible are you in your organization? Do people outside your immediate team know the value you bring? Do senior leaders even know who you are? Your less experienced colleague might not have your technical know-how, but if they are visible, showing up in key meetings, raising their hand for high visibility projects, networking with leadership, they are on the radar. The reality is perception often outweighs technical competence in promotions. So how can you start becoming more visible today? And that's the question exactly you need to ask yourself. Next, let's talk about adaptability. In today's fast-changing world, it's not just about being great at your current job. It's about being able to pivot, learn quickly, and succeed in new situations. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you embraced a new challenge or skill outside your comfort zone? Think about it. Companies are constantly evolving, and the people who move up the ranks are those who show they can adapt to change even when they don't have all the answers. Your less experienced colleagues might be taking on roles and tasks that push them into new territories, showing leadership they can grow with the company. And here's a key point. Your adaptability shows that you're not just stuck in your ways, but are capable of leading teams in new directions. So you need to ask, are you showcasing your ability to thrive in uncertainty, or are you sticking to what's safe? Now this one's big, relationships and influence. You might be thinking, I do my job well, why do I need to network? But let me tell you something. Promotions aren't just about what you know, they're about who knows you and who trusts you. I have realized the importance of this unless I burn my fingers, but the time I realized it was too late to the bus. But one of the biggest lessons that I would carry through my life, and I now know what to do in those scenarios. So you need to ask yourself, how well connected are you in your organization? Do you have allies, mentors, or even just people who know what you're capable of? You see, your less experienced colleagues might not be more skilled, but they have built relationships with people who can advocate for them when promotion time comes around. Being good at your job isn't enough. You need to build a network of people who can vouch for your leadership potential. So now the question back to you. How can you start building stronger connections and influence in your strong organization today? So now that we have broken down these 3 key reasons, visibility, adaptability, and relationships, let me ask you this. Which of these areas do you think you need to focus on? And where are you falling short, and how can you start shifting your approach so that next time you're the one getting promoted? Here's a key line. Being passed over for a promotion isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability or your experience. It's often about how well you play the bigger game. So take a moment to reflect on these questions. Are you visible to the right people? Are you adaptable in the face of change? And are you building strong enough relationships that will help propel your career forward? By focusing on these areas, you will not only stop feeling overlooked, but you will start getting the recognition and the promotions you deserve. What about you? Have you ever felt passed over for a promotion you thought you deserved? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear your story. And if you're serious about advancing in your career, hit that subscribe button and join me as we continue to navigate the world of career success together. And here's something you don't want to miss. In my next video, I will be diving into how to negotiate your salary like a pro, even if the thought of asking for a raise terrifies you. So make sure you stick around for that. And thank you for watching Grit Tales.